when it comes to this gang stalking, remind yourself, go and look in the mirror. Or you could use a couple of my quotes. Don't did like me, get like me. Just think about it. I walk in public, right? I'm doing my own thing, minding my business. I ain't bothering nobody. I'm so unbothered that it bothers them. Because I have something, you have something that they don't have. That's the peace of mind. That's tranquility. That's resilience. That's you being successful. You receiving better food, shelter, clothing, and transportation. See, you have something that they don't have. And they no difference. Is no difference from the devil. See, you as a targeted individual, and even if you are a chosen one, see, the difference from you and the gang stalkers is you got a connection and a relationship with the Most High. See, you got communication and connection with the Most High. See, they want you to interrupt that. You understand what I'm saying? See, you have protection and you have the presence of the Most High. And they don't have that. They want that. Because you are holy. You are a holy person. You are set apart. You understand what I'm saying? You walk the streets alone. Just as I do. And we never ask for a lighter load, but we always ask for a stronger back. And see, one thing about that is you're a rebel. You're resilient. And you tenacious. You understand what I'm saying? And they not. How is it that by being a targeted individual, you are being attacked by cities, states, countries, communities, occults, witches and warlocks, the government, the police, the shadow government, because they fear you? I'll give you something else to give you some humility, because we all need to be humble but not too humble, patient but not too patient. And I want you to look at it from a higher perspective and a brighter horizon, right? We all know that saying, a robber never runs into an empty house. So with that being in mind, let that amplify your strength, your confidence, the way you walk, the way you talk, the goals that you set. Let that be the fuel to conquer everything you set. All the contracts that you sign between you and the Most High. You understand what I'm saying? Let them be fulfilled, because they will. And see, these gang stalkers, we know that the government is corrupt. We know that there's people in labs working on the next GMO fruit with no seeds. We know that they wanted to keep people inside, and then moments pass, now you got all these G5 towers everywhere. We know that. When I go to the public restroom or the public library, they got a sign that says, if you want to open the door, swipe your hand. What the fuck is wrong with my hand opening the door? See, they know that you have control of your consciousness, your unconsciousness, and your subconsciousness. So what these gang stalkers tend to do is try to plant as many seeds as they can in your subconscious, in your unconscious. And they say repetition is one of the keys to success, by staying consistent and staying persistent. But when you have the Most High in your corner, it don't matter who tries to corner you in the corner. You understand what I'm saying? And these people, they're not people, because they don't have souls. They may have a spirit, But I want y'all to take a look at this. Even if you are into anime or if you are into games, if not, just take heed to what the universe showed me as a child. See, I had an auntie named Pickle, and she was killed by her husband for insurance money. And in the spirit realm, she told me that. She came and told me that. You understand? Because she was healthy, she was beautiful, but money make people do things that's beyond me. Beyond me. Till this date. I love that woman, dog. And see, Pickle, my auntie, my titi, you understand what I'm saying? One of my favorite aunties. See, what Pickle did, she bought me this game called Kingdom Hearts, right? And in Kingdom Hearts, you have to realize you have the Keyblade. The Keyblade is no difference from Joseph. And he was a man of many hats, many coats, right? Colorful coats. Like the peacock. Now going back to the reference of Kingdom Hearts, if you want to check it out, it's like you are Sora. You have the Keyblade. And see, the game stalkers are the heartless and the nobodies. And if you look at it like this, those who are heartless have no soul. And those who are the nobodies will always hate the one that is a somebody. And you are somebody. Might not be of the world, because we are not of the world, even though at the moment we are in it. But in the book of the Most High, you are of substance, great stature. You understand what I'm saying? In the eyes of the Most High, under the wings of the Most High, in the hands of the Most High, you are greatly loved unconditionally. You understand? Because I'm not the greatest person. I never said I was perfect. I made some mistakes that I pray and ask for redemption and forgiveness all the time. Damn near every rotation. Something that you would call a day, but we're not days, because power is in the tongue. So will you speak life into yourself or speak death? Because that's what those gang stalkers want. You know? That's what they want. For you to take your eyes off the fruits of your labor and the seeds that the Most High have planted into you. And they just want you to just water and feast and just set your mind on all the weeds that they tried to plant. Not knowing that having the Most High within our lives and respecting His commandments and the covenant, you understand what I'm saying? We got organic weed killer, which is the spiritual protection, the spiritual armor. Because let me explain something to you, man. I lived a life like Cain and Abel, but this is Cain and Abel 2.0, because I refuse to let the wicked and the evil take me out. You understand? That's me being resilient and tenacious. My whole life, me and my brother, I always been my brother's keeper, but everything I had, he tried to keep from his brother. Even if it was mine, he just, you know. See, my brother was a heavy-set kid. I was more like a muscular, sometimes throughout my life, a skinny kid. So he'll always take my clothes and everything he could never fit and just want to mess my stuff up. When I just want to help him better his stuff. Like, you know, he even tried to kill me, put a gun to the back of my head. When I was opening the door to the place I let him live when he had nowhere to go. So the devil said, You can't take him out. I gotta take you. So my brother, he did his things. You know, he dwelled in the wicked ways, and the wages of sin is death. So if I'm still here telling this story, I must have been doing something righteous. Because I done seen so many family members, friends, and strangers, so many stories about how people done died. And I'm grateful that I'm still here. So that means you have a purpose if you are still here. I have a purpose. I am still here. And a lot of people like to say life is short for them. But for us, life is long, lengthy, and it's getting longer. Because the Most High God is giving us more life, peace, prosperity, happiness, and abundance. And that's something that these gang stalkers don't want. So as I was saying, I did some things I'm not proud of, but I walked away from it. And in my heart, the Most High knew I repented. You understand? Unlike other people who just continuously dwell within their ego. The Most High put me in a car. When I was driving in my ego, he smashed the fuck out that car. And when I smashed that car up, he put me in the car driving in the spirit world, the spirit seat. So instead of letting my ego lead my spirit, now my spirit leads my ego. And then the Most High, he seen what I've been doing. So bit by bit, he been giving me the pieces to restore my ego, a healthy ego, not being egotistically. You understand what I'm saying? Because the ego is this shell, this body, right? But if the spirit is not right, the ego can cause harm to the spirit, and the spirit will have to pay for the purchases of the ego. And being set apart, being the chosen one, or either just being under the wings of the Most High. He's giving you a chance to do it right. He's giving me a chance. He's giving you a chance to balance your heart on side the feather when weighed on the scale. And these gang stalkers, these low lives, no lives, what they want is for you to tip the scale yourself. Because if there's no enemy within, there's no enemy without. But there may be those who envy you, jealous, and hate you. And I had many gang stalkers, many people that try to destroy me, tell me, oh, you're going to hell. How do you know? You're not God. And you're not the one who's going to cast judgment upon me. And if I was going to hell, you better make sure your ass don't be there. Because I'm going to probably be the one that take that motherfucker over. But I'm not going to hell. Whether it's the lowest of the lowest or the highest of the highest, the Most High have a place in his kingdom, his sanctuary, his safe haven, the field of reeds, the promised land, for me and you. And these gang stalkers want you to, I'm going to tell you like one of my family members that tried to kill me multiple times and poison me. He said, hey, bro, if you don't plan on going to hell, then don't let nobody buy you a first class ticket. And I had to understand that and overstand that and examine that from so many perspectives, because at the time I was with a Jezebel, man. You know what I'm saying? I was with a Jezebel. And the way that I got with this Jezebel was they tricked me with my music. Yeah, bro, your studio time gonna be free. Man, I'm gonna be shooting your videos. You ain't gotta pay for nothing, man. You just gotta do what what you do, and you know that's you. Just be you. But nothing is for free. You understand what I'm saying? It was all a plan to capture me and trap me, because I was nowhere around any of those people. You understand what I'm saying? And when you're about to reach success, whether you a male or female, the devil will send someone so cunning, someone that seems like they got it all together, but they got their manipulative skills all together. They're not righteous. They deceitful. And they live in lies and a tangled webby weave. And they think that they're going to wrap you up in their silk and have you for a snack. And then they think the devil going to reward them well. But they just peons and pawns. And since you refuse to be wicked, because in this modern society, you see that everything is very satanic, very hypersexualized. And this vehicle, this body that the Most High has bestowed amongst you and me, we are using it righteously. You know, we don't live to eat, we eat to live. You know, we're not watching those pixels that take away the pixels within you. You understand what I'm saying? We're not harming nobody else. We're not taking from nobody else. You know, deliver us from evil and allow us to walk away from temptation. We're not going to no clubs. We are set apart. And they could see that bright light within you. And the darkness hate that. Because you are a lighthouse for any lost souls, or even for yourself while you are traveling through these realms, through the valley of death. And they are mad. You know, it's like that movie, man. One of those movies you'll see that took place in hell. See, the gang stalkers are like all those faces that stuck on the wall, mashed together. And they reaching out, trying to get out. And they see you. So they trying to make you become part of the wall with them. But that's not in your jurisdiction. That's not in the book of life. That's not in your agenda. That's not in your contract. There's no energy outside of you that's stronger than you. The only energy that's stronger is the one that's within. And if there is no enemies within, there are no enemies that are out. There may be those who envy you, jealous of you, that hate you. But something that Michael Jackson said, it starts with the man in the mirror. And they don't have the compassion, the strength. They don't have the forgiveness. They don't have the humility to fix their ways, to better themselves. Because anybody that try to bring you down automatically reveals to you that they are under you. And I know some people like to say, oh, you can't think you better than nobody. Motherfucker, yes, you is better than them. Because you're not trying to hurt nobody. You ain't trying to bring them down. You're not trying to shit on nobody. You just living your life and you trying to better your situation. And these people don't like that. And see, one of my quotes is, if you ain't gonna make my life better, I damn sure ain't gonna let you make it worse, motherfucker. You know, the world tried to break me before, and it was close. And I said, it won't ever happen again. You think you gonna hurt me physically? All right, I jump my rope, I work out, I go punch on some trees. So if you think your face is harder than trees, let's see how much bark I can knock off your ass. I mentally trained myself. I read my books. I stay assertive and alertive. I reflect off my situations and the situations that I put myself in, and they try to put myself in. I even go to the gym in the spirit realm and I speak to the Most High. I go to the beach, affirmations, my prayers, and the most important of them all, my gratitude. Cause look at this. If you a real targeted individual, man, you a real chosen one, man, I want you to think about this one here. Cause I'm gonna end it on this note. I live in a tent. It's not even a tent, man. It's a cabana, right? Cause a tent, it got zippers where you could zip it all up. I live in a cabana where I gotta put these little notches in the holes, and I still have openings. Listen, man. Every night, I'm killing roaches, spiders, and one night I even had a snake come in there. But the snake didn't harm me. The snake was a spiritual message, letting me know that out with the old and with the new. Transformation. Shedding my skins. And then I see the dragonflies fly over my house. Every rotation. Whether it's raining or it's sunny. Joy and pain. I like sunshine and rain. You feel me? And I'm like, bro, I will soon. Me and you, we are receiving better food, shelter, clothing, and transportation, right? Now, let me ask you this. I have a skateboard. See, before I had my cabana, I slept on the skateboard. I ate on my skateboard. I sit on my skateboard. I use my skateboard like it's a bus or it's a car or an airplane sometimes, because I be moving on that motherfucker. And let me ask you this, man. How is it that somebody, or let me say this too. Now I don't be having food in my cabana. It's just that the area that I'm at, you know, it get moist a lot. So you know it be having the roaches and shit. But I'm not a roachy person. I just had to say that. I had to say that. You feel me? Because I was like, come on, man. You know, but it be moist in the area I'm at, and I'm living in a grassy area. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's a lot of critters living under that, and not just the roaches being there. I be having ants, baby ants, big ants, spiders, and some other. Oh, and it's the most craziest part. It be dark, man, but this how you know. A lot of things trickle down from the spirit realm. Man, I be having moths flying there all the time. Because you know why? What are moths attracted to? The light. And what that mean? Once again, the gang stalkers of the darkness trying to put out the light. Now, let me finish it on this note, man. How is it that my house is a cabana? A tent, a beach cabana. I'm gonna get me a tent soon that got zippers on it so all these critters don't crawl in. But how is it that me, I walk the streets alone? I live in a cabana and my transportation is a skateboard. And I have a peace of mind and I have tranquility and I'm unbothered. But the bothered people see that. And they got cars, man. They got a closet full of clothes, man. They got pantries full of food, man. Like, they probably got multiple cars. They got cars. They got houses. They got homes to go to. Well, they got houses, because everybody don't have a home. Even if they living in a house. I have a house. I have a home. But they got houses, they got Wi-Fi, they could charge their phone whenever they want, they could watch TV whenever they want, they got refrigerators with food in it, pantries with food in it, you know what I'm saying? They got cars, you know, they could go talk shit all day at the jobs they work at. Because I work for the Most High. Now, let me ask y'all this. How is it that somebody that lives in a cabana, that lives in the woods, that have a skateboard, is happy? I'm not saying I'm settling for what I have, because me and you, we are receiving better food, shelter, clothing, and transportation, right? But how is it that I have these little things, these little amenities? I have a cabana, skateboard, and I probably got maybe 3 pair of shorts, 2 pair of pants, 3 tank tops, 3 regular shirts. Shit, my socks got holes in them. I got 1 pair of shoes. I got 1 good pair of socks, and I got 4 pair of socks that got big holes in them. And how is that I'm happy with what I have? And these people have way more than me, and they're not happy. Make it make sense. Because I don't do the loose change. That's out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's these dollar bills, man. These gang stalkers are dollar bills, man. And they mad because they see a $100 bill walking the streets. Don't matter if it got tears in it. Don't matter if it got split in half and you had to tape it back together. They mad because all of these gang stalkers are dollar bills. And the targeted individuals, the chosen ones, are those that live in the most highest hands under his wings of protection. We $100 bills, man. We whole. We are whole. We are whole, and we just trying to work with what we got till we could get better. And how is it that these people mad at us? I mean, look at the gang stalkers, man. You never seen these people in your life. You never did nothing to these people in your life. And they just hate you. I mean, the witches, the warlocks, the covenants, the fraternities, the morning stars, the police, the cybersecurity, you know, the communities. I mean, the whole community is against one person. And I never did anything to none of these people. I never even met or saw any of these people. How is it that they will want to attack a person? One person. Like, I went to the grocery store earlier, man. They go get my little commissary. And I mean, when I walked in the store, everybody was doing that witchcraft stuff, man. And I mean, I'm assertive and alert, but I paid it no mind. Like, it was even one man, he was scared. He was like, ooh, should I go fuck with him? Should I mess with him? Should I not? Then he kept on looking at his wife like, I don't know. It looked like I don't know if I should mess with him or not. I don't know. I mean, dude was bigger than me. I mean, big dude, man. Big dude, probably like 280, 300 pounds. But it wasn't, it wasn't too bad built, but you know what I'm saying? He could have tightened up. He kept on staring at me, trying to get my attention and synchronize and lock in with me. Because I'm about to bananas, getting my bananas and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Looking for the greatest bananas that ain't beat on. And here it is. He walked over there and asked me something about the bananas. I'm like, bro, you a grown man. Why are you asking me anything about bananas? But it's gang stalking to distract me. So while I'm over here dealing with you, I got other witches and warlocks trying to shoot they fiery darts at me. And I'm just like, bro, the tactics are old, man. I done read y'all whole playbook. All y'all tactics are old, man. It is so old that I could feel your energy before you even step to me. So I'm like, I already know what type of time you on, bro. And I'm not wasting my time. And that's what they want to do. I went to go check out. They always try to delay me in the store. They always try to make it longer than what it seems. So I was like, all right, while you playing with her and she acting like she can't get her money together. I'm gonna go find some more grocery items that I need. So that's what I did. And the lady, man, it took me about like 2 minutes to go down the aisles and go get me what I need. The lady still ain't pay for her shit. And I was like, you think I don't realize what's going on? I know y'all trying to. And then one of the gang stalk was like, dang, they moving slow in here. Today, they never moved this slow. And then he looked at me. And I was like, I know what's going on, bro. I don't care. I got my mind on other things because I'm watering my seeds, man. I'm not watering you weeds, man. And I sit back and I laugh and I say, hey, if the cameras could pick up on majority of what's going on in here, you think God don't see everything that's going on? So they say what goes around comes around. They all want to point at you, point at us, point at me and laugh. I don't mind if you have the first laugh, because I know me and God gonna have the last. And the same thing that make you laugh is the same thing that make you cry. And they crying because God chose us. God chose you, and God chose me. They crying because the devil chose them, and they chose the devil. So in order to alleviate themselves, the laughter and the gang stalking, it's like going to the doctor and he giving you a prescription of Perk 30s. Yeah, it may take the pain away at the moment, but guess what, motherfucker? You ain't get to the root problem. You ain't healed what's really killing your ass slowly. What really got your ass. And that's the devil. And see, the devil is only after those who he don't have. And the gang stalkers are the demons, the pawns, the recruiters of the Marine Corps, of the wicked, of the malevolency, of the evilness. And they trying to recruit you, but they like, we can't recruit him, so shit. We gonna try to break him or break her to see if they want to come join us freely. It's not going down like that, man. Ain't no money here important enough, And the Most High is watching everything. The strength is important. The speed is important. But the most important of them all is the endurance. And we got to see it through. Head up, chest out, feet planted, see it through. I was saying, man, because when I was young, man, my whole life I dealt with jealousy and envy and hate. But now I'm like, wow, I'm dealing with communities, states, and cities and countries. And I never done nothing to these people. And yet they want to say, oh, yeah, you going to hell. How you know? And if I was, you think you want to be there if I got to be there? If you see I'm surviving all of this shit that y'all doing, all of this persecution and mental torment and spiritual warfare, I'm something to be fed, man. You something to be fed, man. Don't let it go to your head. No, 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 no. Because they want to kill you. They want to either get you in a crazy house, get you in prison, if they can, and make it seem like it was a incident, if it was passive enough. They would try to off you. But see, we on the side of the Most High. So in the long run, they gonna be the ones getting off. They're already off. They off the list of going to heaven, going to the field of reeds, going to the sanctuary, going to the safe heaven, the safe haven. They are exempt. They're not going there. Because who would do these wicked deeds, do these evil things? One thing my granny said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. True that. True that, granny. But you know, it's 100 ways to kill a cat. It's 1,000 ways to skin a rat. You know, and you don't have to be nasty or seek vengeance. All you got to do is continuously be successful in the eyes of the Most High. And that don't mean living in the ways of the world, because we are not from of here, even though we may be here. But in the blink of an eye, man, the Most High can bring you home. But while you here, you gotta let this be your home for the Most High to reside within you. And stay strong, stay tenacious, and stay resilient, because it, point blank, man, the gang stalkers are the hyenas. And what hyenas do? They want to laugh at the lion, but they're never alone walk in the lion's den. So we had a 36-minute jokes, man. All my target individuals, I don't even want to say that word. I'm tired of that. But all those who live with the Most High, who's living righteously, man, continue to keep your head up. Stay tenacious, stay resilient, stay consistent, stay persistent, and continue to water your safari, because you have gifts that they don't have. You got personality. You got spiritual protection from the source. You know what I'm saying? They got, look, just look at this, man. I done had about 8 police calls. I done had 5 police at one time put guns in my face, man. Look, I got the greatest weapon of all, but they can't see it though. That's how beautiful this is. But see the police and the army, and they got radiation technology. You know what I'm saying? They got silent weapons for a quiet war. You see the police got a big nice means of transportation. The police got a utility belt like Batman. Man, we walk in the streets. We ain't walking around with none of that shit. Ain't that crazy? So what that mean, man? Faith. Walk by faith and not what's in your face. And give gratitude to the Most High and be grateful for what we have and what we don't have. Be grateful for the people that's in our lives and the people that's not in our lives. Because as a chosen one, or as the individual that they wants to target, they wouldn't be able to walk in our shoes, man. Look, I was washing my clothes and then I went to the store next door, and this police officer lady ran in deliberately. Like, you could tell that they was following my every move. So, and you could tell that my phone was hacked because I had to Google to get to the laundromat. And I could tell that the police was watching, you know, because your phone is tapped. Think it or not. So I walked into the store, and the police officer lady wanna flirt with me, but she just trying to energy harvest. And she was like, what size them shoes is? I was like, shit, my size? She was like, man, let me have them shoes, man. Let me have them shoes. I'm like, you bugging. You want my shoes? Man, I paid $12 for these shoes. And if I had the money, which I will have the money because I do got the money, it's coming. But I'm like, man, at the time, if I had the financial situation situated, I wouldn't even bought them shoes. And you tweaking behind these $12 shoes that you would never catch me wearing in public, but the Most High gave it to me. And I was like, look, this is what I told the lady, man. If I give you these shoes, you gonna cut your motherfucking legs off. And say, here, fuck that. You could take my legs too. As long as I can have my upper body and live, I'll be good. But shit, take these motherfuckers back. You'll cut your motherfucking legs off just to give me back my shoes. She was like, what you mean by that? I was like, you wouldn't even be able to walk in my shoes. It's too much for you. And then she ain't had nothing to say, because she know it's true. And I'm in my head laughing like a motherfucker like, man, you know laughing make you live long, huh? I'm like, man, you gang stalkers. If only y'all could hear my inner dialogue, but of course y'all got the technology. The government do. I forgot the name of that movie where they was able to predict murders before it happened. You know, don't be surprised that the government don't have. Man, the government have technology they would never show to the public, and the public has the technology that's about 50 to 100 years behind. But I ain't gonna drag y'all, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all, and I'm not gonna be no chatty patty because I downloaded a couple movies, so I'm about to watch my movies. And yeah, man. Thank the Most High for another rotation. Cause all this talking, it was enough for me. But I just had to speak to my tribe. I had to speak to my chosen ones, and I had to speak to those who are in the hands of the Most High, or they like to call target individuals, because we strong, man. They couldn't do it. They couldn't live this. They couldn't live through this. They couldn't. So remind yourself how strong you is, and don't never feel weak, and don't never feel small, because that's what they want to do. Anybody that got to belittle somebody, you know, they say it's three type of people in the world: those who talk about people, those who talk about places, and those who talk about ideas. And you got me about right. That's all I like to do is talk about ideas. You know, I don't have the time to talk about people. And I may talk about places every now and then if they were great to me. You know, but the last one, I ain't with the gossip because I'm always on the go. And I'm heading to the top. So that's why we the topic. Oasis. Yeah. You know who that is once you hear that.